Alright guys, welcome back to another edition of Turtle Speed Garage. In the last episode, it's funny saying that. You guys know that I've been dealing with distributor issues. We went ahead and put in a new curved distributor. We put a new cap on, we put a new coil on, spark plug wires, plugs. Decided to go ahead and get a fuel regulator, replace some fuel line, put in a new fuel filter, and also something that I didn't really detail on the channel was I had a serious power steering leak, which turned out to be pretty ridiculous. So I go to my local AutoZone, buy a power steering hose that's supposed to fit the car. It does not fit the car at all, and in order for me to put the line on, I had to take the pump out. Took the pump out, put the new line on, put the pump back in, and then the line didn't have the correct orientation, so it would not fit back into the steering box. So what I had to end up doing was taking my old line, taking it to a hydraulic hose replacement place, and having those guys fix it for me. They did a jam up job. They even made the ends where they would swivel, at least on one side, which made installing it a little bit easier. I say all of that to say that now I'm super worried about, first off, is the car going to crank and run? Secondly, am I going to have to deal with some serious power steering leaks? I think I got everything tightened up, but I don't know for sure. Obviously, I waited until nighttime to shoot this video, which was probably a mistake, to try to check on so many leaks, because not only are we looking for power steering fluid leaks, right, but now I'm looking for also gasoline leaks as well. So because I replaced all the holes. So let me go ahead and flip you guys around and show you exactly what I got done. So looking at the engine, we'll start back here in the back. You guys can see the new cap with MSD 8.5 wires. The new cap, the curved distributor is there. The coil, like I said, we went ahead and put in new spark plugs. Down here, you guys can kind of see, this is my jerry rig for right now. Fuel regulator that set from the factory at 6.5 psi, which I'm gonna leave it there initially. And then over there I have the cap off of my power steering because I replaced that line. So I haven't started the car yet, so it's not like, you know, some other YouTubers you'll see that they go out and maybe you guys can kind of see the line. Probably not, it's kind of dark. Apologies. So I'm not like other YouTubers where I'll start the car and then I'll come and film everything and then act all surprised, you know what I'm saying, when it cranks up and run good. Like, I legit have not started this car. I installed got the fuel line and stuff straightened out with the distributor, spark plug wires, retimed the engine, did all of that stuff, but I have yet to crank it up and run it because I had to get that line made, that power steering line made, and I didn't want the belts, because the belts were still hanging there. I didn't want the belts to get chewed up if I tried to start it. So when I start this will be the first time. And to prove what I'm saying, I want you guys to take a look at this. You guys, and hopefully this comes across in camera. If you look at that fuel filter, there's absolutely no fuel in there. There's no fuel in there because I haven't started the car, right? So I'll hold that up. Yeah, take a look at that. It's a little bit of fuel in there. I take that back. So it's a little bit in there, but like I said, I have not started the car. Normally that thing would be full. So I'm gonna put you guys on the stand, and we're gonna do it live, right? We're gonna do it live. So, all right, guys. So I had to change the orientation on the video, so I apologize about that. But we're gonna film this live. I'm gonna get in the car, press the gas a couple times, and see what happens. Because there is no fuel in the fuel filter, it might take a second to crank up, but you guys will we'll do this thing together. All right, here we go. Well, maybe not. Maybe we won't do this thing together. There's a couple things that I forgot to do. One, I need to make sure my battery is hooked up correctly. Two, I forgot I didn't give any power to the actual distributor. So let me fix that and then be right back at it. Actually, I can just do that with you guys here. So I forgot in my infinite wisdom, right, that I do not have the distributor plugged up. Man, what is going on with this guy? Let's see here. Man, that seems like that's awfully short. So the 3 wires that are coming from the distributor, from the base of the distributor, right, that plug into the top of the cap. So those aren't in there. And all right, so we got that done. Now we want to put the power wire on the Chevelle for the distributor. So on the Chevelle, tack is on the front side. Battery is closest to the firewall, and I want to make sure that I can do this correctly. Cool. Nope. So here we go. Man, this seems like that's awfully loose. It seems like that's awfully loose, but I'm pretty sure that's how that goes. All right, so those two are done. We all make mistakes, right? All right, so now let's check on our battery connection. All right, so now that that's nice and tight, now we should be ready to go. So let's try that again. Here we go. Please, wind don't blow over my camera. Hey, that sounds pretty good. Well, got the motor timed. It's running better than it's ever ran right now. I don't know why I want to set the initial timing at just yet, but had a fail with the power steering hose, as you guys can see. Man, can time an engine, can't install a power steering hose. Just another day in the life at Turtle Speed Garage.
What you need for your car?
My damn motor.
Hey!
Power steering fluid.